He didn't pull the trigger.
Man, we already discussed that. Would you trying to get me in jail again?
Hey, what's good? Hey, this your boy Hoghead with the Haters Real Podcast. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hey, now we about to talk about Pac, Tupac. We about to talk about Diddy. We about to talk about Keefe D. And we gonna have different clips in this video that I'm gonna react to. Like and subscribe to the channel. This your boy Hoghead.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Hey, hear my music, they turn up the volume. Rock out on stage like American Idol. Used to be bro.
By any means necessary.
Subscribe to the channel. We live.
What's good? This your boy Hoghead with the Haters Real Podcast. Now let's get into this shit right here.
I had to make it look juicy for him.
Come on in with the Haters. Hit that like button. Now let's get into this shit right.
The music made me do it. That's what Ronald Ray Howard claimed. Now, the officer's widow is suing Tupac and his record company for $100 million. What do the people claim, though? Because there were some lyrics in the song about cop dusting or something like that, right?
Well, actually, the story that they were talking about is called Soldier Story. And it wasn't about killing cops.
Already knew where everybody was sitting at in the white Cadillac.
Yeah. When I was in prison and they came up there in 99, they had the little where we sitting at in the car and all that shit. It was a slow burn, dude. Slow burn. You feel me? Yeah, and they know I was hard, dude. Because I used to give them the blues. Like,
Feel about the people that feel like Big Dre, he shot Tupac. Because you did make a confession some years ago, man, and you said that you gave the gun to Big Dre, but he got cold feet. So Orlando, he ended up snatching the gun and shooting Tupac.
No, Big Dre, no.
Was Big Dre like that? Was he capable of doing that? Was he a shooter?
Them dudes was kids, man. Both of them dudes was kids back then. They was kids, dude. Them dudes was kids. Dre was an all-CIF basketball player, dude. You know what I'm saying? Big Dre was an all-CIF basketball player. You know what I'm saying? Had a nice shot, all that shit. Dunking and all that shit. Them dudes was kids. Dre was an athlete. Them dudes was athletes, dude. You know? They wasn't about that, you know? Yeah. Back then, Dre was a... Yeah.
So...
All right, we are getting some breaking news right now. ABC News has just confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight in New York City. Sources say federal agents with Homeland Security investigations took him into custody.
As you know from the media standpoint, your trial was the Puffy trial. Do you feel that worked against you, all the fact that 99% of the focus was on him?
Obviously, he was the Uber star, and I was just up and coming. So, yeah, it's gonna be a show. But he used that to just threw me off. Like, it was terrible. Matter of, turning your back on me. Like, how do you call a witness to testify against your comrade?
That witness Shyne is referring to is Sharice Myers, a bouncer who was working inside Club New York when shots rang out that December night in 1999.
Keefe D talking about Big Dre wasn't the shooter, but he'll blame it on Orlando Anderson, which is his nephew, I think. And he talking about that they was kids. Yeah, we understand that they was young, but who held their hand out the window and shot Tupac? We know that Orlando Anderson, he said he didn't do it. After he died, Keefe D said his nephew Orlando Anderson did it. Big Dre was still alive. Now we heard that Big Dre, he died from medical conditions. It's been going in the water that Big Dre passed away because his girlfriend poisoned him. Big Dre was poisoned by his girlfriend. Everybody that was in the vehicle the night that Tupac was shot and killed in Las Vegas, everybody is dead and passed away except for Keefe D. Keefe D been bragging around this goddamn place and trying to come out with a book on all these podcasts, disrespecting Tupac, trying to make it look like Tupac was some lame. And we know if Tupac was here, Tupac would not allow that bullshit to be going on social media with Keefe D. Keefe D has made money, but then you got other podcasters like DJ Vlad said that he really didn't even pay him too much for him to run his mouth or be blubbermouth and say what happened that night of. And what you got to understand, with murder, there's no jurisdiction on the murder. He thought that he had immunity in Las Vegas because that's where he was living at. He was living in Nevada. You only had immunity in California. But you just kept on talking, and you put yourself in a situation to be behind bars. They said this is Keefe D been locked up. He done got beat up by the police. There's been other people trying to fight him. Even WAC 100 tried to bail him out, but the judge was not going. The reason the judge was not going because he was going to sit over there and run his mouth and complete that book and keep talking about the death of Tupac. What you got to understand is that a lot of people got love for Tupac. Now we see Diddy. Diddy is locked up and arrested. He's on suicide watch and everything because you know what? This situation that happened with Tupac getting gunned down, Keefe D said that Puffy owed him money. He said that Diddy, Sean Combs owe him money because they helped take out Tupac. And you know what? He never got his money. And you know what? Keefe D, he kept talking about that shit. He kept talking about that bullshit all on social media, all on YouTube, everybody listening, everybody viewing. So we supposed to feel bad that Keefe D is locked up right now? Hell no, we don't feel bad that Keefe D is locked up right now. You killed a man, you know, and you defaming his character while he's not here on earth. So yeah, your ass need to stay behind bars since you want to be a celebrity star of riding in a car and you hand somebody the gun down Tupac. That's some whole ass shit. And in the end, you know, the feds or Las Vegas police, they weren't playing with you. You told everything. Everything. So it ain't like, you know, you told on the dead and you said that your nephew Orlando Anderson did it. But then you still alive and you told on yourself and said that your ass was in that car. By your ass being in that car, you know, you are accessory to murder. You act like you half dead, sitting over here discussing anything on fucking Tupac. Tupac was well loved, and you just sitting over here just talking down on this man's name. So now we see your ass behind bars, and you know, you gonna have trial. When you have trial, you're gonna be convicted of the murder because you kept running your mouth on the podcast. So now you got P. Diddy wrapped into everything. What I mean is that P. Diddy is wrapped into everything. P. Diddy is guilty by association because Keefe D said that P. Diddy owed him money for that Tupac hit, you know, and for trying to look out for Biggie. But we know what happened because Diddy wanted Biggie out the way because Biggie was more money dead than alive. Then you see the situation at the club. Diddy was the one that shot in the club in New York. You know what he did? He had witnesses. He had witnesses to go up against Shyne because Shyne was young and dumb and didn't know. And Shyne watched Diddy bring witnesses to go towards him, and he had to do 10 years in prison. Now Shyne have came out and said that he forgive Diddy, but Diddy is the one that had him locked down for a decade when he could have been doing other things with his career, other things with his life, and the only thing he was trying to do is make his family and Belize happy. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't want to put a smile on their mama motherfucking face? Who wouldn't want to put a smile on their daddy face or their grandma face? So we know that Diddy, he did some ratchet, whole ass nigga shit. If you notice, everybody that was with Bad Boy ENT or Bad Boy for Life always had something bad to say about Diddy. Now the lotion man or the baby oil man, he got caught with a lot of, which means a ton of products. They, Homeland Security, the feds, they walked up to all the houses and they was able to retrieve electronics, drugs, you know what I mean, weapons at P. Diddy house. Now, P. Diddy, he go back to Manhattan because he leave Florida, go back to Manhattan. He turned himself in. Well, he walked in a hotel and you know what happened? Homeland Security and feds, they got Diddy. Diddy have dodged the bullet with Tupac. Diddy have dodged the bullet with Shyne. And you know what? He tried to dodge the bullet with Cassie, but he had to pay money. But that was a civil suit. But what they did, the feds did, they put everything up and balled it up and said, you know what? Diddy has did a lot of stuff. He has did a lot of stuff that he have gotten away with. And you know, how would you feel if your daughter or your son was flew all across the world to come be sex trafficked by Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs? You would not feel good about that. Drugging them, putting them on drugs, torturing them, you know what I mean, threatening their life. That type of stuff is not supposed to go on. Diddy have been ruining people's life and he never took responsibility for everything that he did. He never take responsibility. He don't put money in the pockets of artists and people that had something to do with Bad Boy for Life or Bad Boy ENT. Diddy has been a bad boy, and bad boys, he is locked up. So let's sing that song. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? They came for Diddy. And the reason they came for Diddy, because Diddy was doing stuff and looking ridiculous out here. He was doing things too open. Diddy was saving tapes, saving videos, that in case that anybody that was in that circle had something to say, he can blackball them. That's the only reason he held on to them tapes. Diddy did not think smart. Diddy did not look safe, be safe. Diddy should have never had them videos at his houses. And that's how the feds got Diddy. Sean Combs, you need to serve time. You're gonna have to serve time. You done got away with too much. You done got away with too much in your life. And the lifestyle that you thought that you was living a kingpin life. You had people like you was the master on a plantation. You was drugging people. If people didn't do what you tell them to do, you would discipline them. Diddy, your ass is where you need to be.